Hi everybody, this is golf instructor Steve Bishop, and today I'm going to be continuing my lesson on backyard lessons. Today we're going to be basically doing a course on equipment, and I just really wanted to give you guys a good illustration of exactly how the lie angle affects the initial direction that the ball takes off. The recent, well, not so recent science, but pretty much it's becoming a more convincing argument that in fact the ball takes off about 80% initially in the direction that the club face is taking off. And they've been able to pretty much, I mean, they've proven this just by doing some slow motion videos. You can definitely tell that the initial ball flight direction is based on where the club face is aimed. And that's both, you know, vertically and from left to right. Your pitching wedges, lob wedges, sand wedges, all get the ball immediately to start upwards, much higher. Whereas your 3 irons and 4 irons all hit it much lower. And that, of course, kind of makes sense, right? You know, if the same principles that make the ball go up are also going to be the same principles that make it go left to right, if you really think about it. But basically today we're going to be talking about, again, that lie angle. And lie angle, for those of you that don't know, is basically how much the toe is down and the heel is up, or basically how much the heel is down and the toe is up, okay? And you have your flatter lie angles basically have the shaft a little bit more like this. Your more upright lie angles are going to have the shaft more like this, but still get that sole flat to the ground. And basically, one of the things that most people don't quite understand is that this is extremely important because of the loft that's on the club. And in fact, the more loft that you have on the club, the more that you have this effect that the lie angle is going to have on the direction the ball takes off. Let me just give you a nice good close-up here. I'm going to give you kind of the reverse angle here, okay? Now imagine that this is the initial direction that the ball is taking off, and I'm going to make sure I get it nice and straight here. Okay, so you can see that that's a pretty straight takeoff point. Let me tilt it here a little bit for you so you see better. Okay? That's about a pretty straight direction that that's going to be taking off. Now watch as I move the toe down what happens to the direction that tee is pointing. You notice how to your screen it looks like it's definitely going much more to the left. Okay, that's going to pull the ball. And as I tilt it this way, notice how much more it goes off to the right. Okay, isn't that interesting? The more I tilt it this way, the more it goes to the left, and vice versa. Okay, this is actually the same exact principle that's involved in when you're hitting on a ball that's below your feet or up above your feet. Okay, you're basically going to be angling that club steeper if the ball is more below your feet, and if the ball is above your feet, you're going to be taking it off like this, okay? Pretty simple. Everybody pretty much knows that idea and that concept, but nobody really seems to think about that 2 or 3 degrees of difference that really can be made just by simply the lie angle that you have on your club. So make sure that you get your clubs fit properly and have this lie angle checked. It's very, very important because you could be hitting these pull hooks or these push slices or just general errant shots, and all you really have to do is just go and get these things bent so that that club face, the sole of that club is lying flat on the ground when you reach impact. It's really important. Otherwise, you're going to have some of that, that going left or going right, and we definitely don't want that now, do we?